Shalom, and welcome to another installment of Apostles of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Today we're going to just have a open forum dated October 25th, 2014. And whatever the Spirit, gives us, that's what we're going to bring out. So y'all got it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I just did this brother this morning sent me an article, and I'm trying to see if I could pull it up real quick. Basically, this year, December, I believe it's December 16th to December 22nd, which is a 6-day period. NASA confirmed that there's going to be like a blackout, not a blackout as far as lights, in the cities, but from the sun. There's going to be the visibility of the sun is going to be about 90% because of supposedly space debris and stuff like that. So that's an omen, of things to come. Because the scriptures speak about signs, seasons, days, years. It speaks about things that would be happening in this time. Matter of fact, if somebody could give me Luke, the 21st chapter, and the I believe it's 35th verse. Matter of fact, start up a little above that, around 24. Because these things, are things that we're supposed to be looking for. Because once you start seeing these things happening, then you know that the end is near. So these are all things that have been set up from the beginning to give us an understanding of the times that we're living in. That's part of measuring the times. You can start at 25.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring.
Right, so it says, and there shall be signs in the sun. It starts off with the sun, and the thing is, it says NASA confirms 6-day darkness or something like that. I'm trying to remember the wording. Just give me 1 second here. Right, here it goes. It says let me just click on it real quick. It says on Hustlers. It says NASA confirms Earth will experience 6 days of total darkness in December 2014. So the first thing we read here in Luke 21:25, it says, and there shall be signs in the sun. So these are signs of things that are coming. You have so-called blue moons. You have eclipses. You have all these different signs in the heavens. Certain constellations where they align.
Well, let's get that straight on the blue moon. The blue moon only means if you have a calendar, during the calendar year, during the month, you have two full moons, which basically means that you have 31 days in certain months. So that's something that Esau came up with, all right?
Right, and this is, I'll read this real quick before you read on, brother. This is Genesis 1:14. It says, and the power said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven. Now, the firmament is what you know as the ozone layer. What's outside of the ozone layer is space, which is, you have like different lights out there. You have stars. You have constellations, you have planets, you have the moon, and you have the sun, right? It says to divide the day from the night and let them be for signs. See, first thing it says, let them be for signs. So when you see these things happening, that's part of the signs of something to come, And in the case of what we're waiting for is the signs of the prophecies of the scriptures. And it says, and for seasons and for days and years. All right, brother, you can go back.
Luke chapter 21, verse 26. I'll start back at 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity.
Right, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity. Because, you guys out there, you thinking that America is just going to continue on like it is, and, people are just going to die, get old or die or whatever, natural causes or whatever, and then life is just going to continue on. We're looking for the kingdom of heaven, man. And this the times that we're living in. We're living in the times of like serious things are about to happen. You know? So these things are just letting us know that the time is nearer. Like the prophet Ezra said. He said, look, you know, measure thou the time diligently in itself. You know, that's what the Lord told Ezra. He said, and when you see part of these signs happen, then you know that the Lord is about to visit the earth which he made. So this is the stuff we're supposed to be looking for. You know, now whether or not this happens or not, you know, the information is out there. If it happens, then so be it.
I got a scripture, and I'm going right to the point. This is Acts, the 2nd chapter, and the 19th verse. You know what? Let me, I just want to go to another site. I want to go to another site and bring it up, because I might want to read up above that. Go ahead, keep speaking.
Yeah. So, a matter of fact, I'm gonna read this article real quick. This is a quick read. It says worldwide, and this is something that's going to happen worldwide. NASA has confirmed that the Earth will experience 6 days of almost complete darkness, and will happen from the dates Tuesday the 16th through Monday the 22nd in December. The world will remain during during these 3 days without sunlight due to a solar storm, and will cause dust and space debris to become plentiful and thus block 90% sunlight. This is the head of NASA, Charles Bolden, who made the announcement and asked everyone to remain calm. This will be the product of a solar storm, the largest in the last 250 years, for a period of 216 hours total. Reporters interviewed a few people to hear what they had to say about the situation, with Michael Hearns responding, "We're gonna be purging, my nigga. 6 days of darkness means 6 days of turning up, fam." You know Jake, boy. So basically, you know, that's the main part of the article.
Yeah, this is Acts 2. I'm going to start at 17. Acts 2 and 17. It said, "And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Lord, the Most High, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy." Now, when it says your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, it doesn't mean that women are not going to go out on the streets and start teaching on the corners. It's talking about the word prophecy. When you break it down, it means to say before. "And your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams." 18 verse. "And on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy." 19. "And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke." 20. "The sun shall be turned into darkness." Now, you just spoke about that. Whether that's going to come to pass on those dates or not, it remains to be seen. That's like a little bit more than a month and a half from this point, from this date. I'm going to read that again, the 20th verse of Acts 2. "The sun shall be darkened, the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood." They speaking about the 4 blood moons, before the great and notable day of the Lord come. 21. "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved." All right. I wasn't looking for that to come up, but it came up.
Yeah, that name thing always comes up. You know, so basically, that I'll read this again. And matter of fact, you could read that again, brother, in Luke 21.
God. Luke chapter 21, verse 24.
25.
I'm slack. Verse
Sorry.
25. "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and waves roaring."
Right, and you see that happen. See, just because you don't see things, because you know you're as Apostle Tar calls it, cartoon news network, CNN. You know they are, even though just because you don't see stuff happening there, or they reporting stuff that's happening around the world doesn't mean that the world is at ease or at peace. You have all types of riots going on all over the place. You know, people protesting, getting it in with the police. You know, you have all different types of stuff, chaos of nations all over the planet. You know, but you have to go to all